Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What if I told you that the Steelers are potentially on the verge of a seismic shift on defense? That's right, and it involves one of the most intriguing rumors circulating in NFL circles right now. Word is the San Francisco 49ers, who have been having some cap issues and are looking to rebuild their roster after a rough start to the season, are considering trading linebacker Fred Warner to Pittsburgh. And get this, in exchange, the 49ers are reportedly eyeing a first-round pick in the 2026 draft. Yes, you heard that right. A first-rounder for Warner. That's a bold move, but one that could pay off big time for the Steelers, especially if they're serious about contending for a Super Bowl once again. Now, before we dive into the details, let's set the scene. The 49ers, sitting at 1-2 after a shaky start, are facing some tough questions about their defense. They've allowed an average of 28 points per game, which is uncharacteristic for a team that's been a defensive powerhouse in recent years. Cap space is tight. They're sitting at about $19. $9 million, but with a whopping $83 million in dead money still on the books for 2025. It's a situation that's forcing them to make some tough decisions, especially with the upcoming deadline on November 4th. It's a similar story to what the LA Rams did last season when they traded for linebacker Bobby Wagner. That move ended up strengthening their defense, with Wagner tallying over 150 tackles in 2023, becoming a true maestro on the field. Now, imagine the Steelers adding a player of Warner's caliber to their linebacker core. Fred Warner, for those of you who might not be fully familiar, is a game changer. The guy's a true defensive general, a player who commands the field and makes everyone around him better. His career stats are eye-popping: nearly 950 tackles, 10 interceptions, 56 pass defenses, and 10 sacks so far. His PFF grade sits at an impressive 92.5, showing how dominant he's been in coverage and run defense. His coverage EPA per snap is 18, which is elite, allowing just about 67. 8% completion when targeted and giving up 6.3 yards per target. That's the kind of production every defense dreams of, and for the Steelers, it could mean a massive upgrade in their linebacker room. Right now, the Steelers are allowing about 8.5 yards per completion, which is quite high, especially considering their past defensive standards. Adding Warner could change that almost immediately. Let's talk about the potential impact. The Steelers are sitting at 1-1, and their linebacker core has been a bit of a weak point, allowing too many yards and completions. Restructuring the roster to bring in Warner, who is under contract through 2024, would not only provide immediate leadership and production, but also set the stage for sustained success. His presence alone could boost tackles by over 130 and improve overall coverage efficiency by around 20%. In fact, his metrics in EPA per coverage and tackles projected for the season are comparable to some of the best in the league, like Luke Kuechly in his prime. It's almost like adding a linebacker version of Brian Urlacher, a hybrid scheme specialist who can do it all. Now, let's not forget the cap implications. Warner's current cap hit is about $19, $9 million, but with the 49ers looking to shed some salary, they might be willing to take a significant cap hit in 2025, as much as $83 million in dead money, to get a deal done now. The Steelers, on the other hand, are sitting pretty with only about $2.8 million in cap space, but they're actively restructuring contracts like that of Cole Holcomb, adding around $7 million in flexibility. This kind of move would be a game changer, especially considering the Steelers' need for a dominant linebacker to complement their front seven. Plus, Warner's addition could elevate their defense from a good unit to one of the elite, boosting their chances of making a deep playoff run and possibly even winning another Super Bowl. In terms of odds right now, the Steelers' Super Bowl chances are around plus 10-0, but with the addition of a player like Warner, those odds could improve significantly, maybe to plus 400-500 or better. The defense's improvement would be a huge factor, turning the Steelers into a true playoff powerhouse. And in the postseason, Warner's ability to disrupt passing lanes, make tackles, and lead the defense could be the X factor that takes Pittsburgh over the top. Think about a player who can be a hugely-type presence, one who can rally the troops, make game-changing plays, and bring that extra edge in critical moments. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and a trade like this would come with its share of questions. Will Warner fit into Pittsburgh's scheme? Can they afford the cap hit? But make no mistake, the potential upside is enormous. Warner's arrival could transform the Steelers' defense into a top-5 unit, elevate their overall team performance, and give them a real shot at ending their Super Bowl drought. This is the kind of move that could define a franchise's trajectory for years to come, and fans should be excited about the possibility. Now, it's worth mentioning that the Steelers have already shown a commitment to solidifying their defense this season. They've added depth at linebacker, and with a young core of players developing, a veteran like Warner could be the perfect piece to push them over the edge. His leadership, high football IQ, and ability to make plays on every level of the field make him a perfect fit for Pittsburgh's defensive identity. Plus, with the AFC North being as competitive as ever, having a player of Warner's caliber could be the difference-maker in key division battles, helping the Steelers establish dominance not just within their division, but across the conference. So while nothing is set in stone just yet, this scenario presents an exciting possibility. The Steelers could be on the verge of making a bold move that shakes up the NFL landscape. Warner's addition would not only send a message that Pittsburgh is serious about contending, but it would also give fans hope and excitement for what's to come. Imagine the roar of Heinz Field if they pull this off, a true statement of intent from Mike Tomlin and his coaching staff. The clock is ticking and the trade deadline looms, so stay tuned, Steelers Nation. This could be the move that sparks a new chapter in Steelers history. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think the Steelers should pull the trigger and go all in for Fred Warner? Would you be excited to see him in black and gold, leading the defense and helping this team chase another Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the Steelers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Steelers news. Let's keep the passion alive and continue pushing toward that ultimate goal, another Lombardi trophy for our beloved black and gold.